must engage the darkness. If you are going to gain the memories lost to you, you must stay strong.
A lone child's presence does not bode well for the circumstances.
No one can pass.
And inquisitive. It will be difficult.
Well, that's just perfect.
But try to remember. You are never alone.
Welcome, everyone, to Beckoned Development Weekly Stream, episode 65. And we are again working on the thumbnailing. Today is a new schedule. I'm trying a new time slot. So, sorry if you're not able to get in today, but we will work on adjusting all that accordingly. So, guys, welcome. I'm going to do our, show you guys our INDIEGOGO page. We are Beckoned, or we are Zade Studios, producing Beckoned, which is a 20-hour epic JRPG, which follows three young adventurers as they scurry across wild landscapes, trying to reclaim a stolen necklace. And as they are journeying across all of this, they are pulled into a political upheaval between Loden crystals and Denethite, two major superpowers of influence on the planet of Devanis. Our INDIEGOGO only has, I believe it's 3 days. Later on tonight it'll turn over. So we've got about 4 days, 3.5 days left on our INDIEGOGO campaign. But the perks for this and basically all the business is right up front. So we have an awesome add-on system which allows you to customize your own small package. We also have our featured tier right here, which is full of awesome stuff like the game early access, your name in the credits, 3 high-res posters, exclusive wallpaper backgrounds for your devices, and the t-shirt. But you can also go in there and add on, I believe, the coin and the postcards and get a nice little collector's package for really cheap compared to the other ways of going about this. But everything kind of balances out. You just grab what you want, add on the perk. It all should work out just fine. But we can do all kinds of things with the sorry, I always get jumbled around this part because I always say, yeah, we could give you a sculpture, but that usually pops up a little bit later. But anyway, right down at the bottom is the game. We talk about the description of it, kind of like the synopsis. The battle system has a nice description here. It's probably not as clear as it could be, so we actually have a prototype on Steam. You can go there and play for free right now. Go ahead and play it. Let us know what you think in the discussions, and then if you do like it, just come right back here. We can put you in the game. We can stick, give you a sculpture. See, now I'm starting to find it again. But if you come back here, you can continue going through and reading things about the world creation. What is this political upheaval happening? The scope of our first game, because Beckoned is a Hobbit to a Lord of the Rings epic. So we want this to be an introduction for everybody. But underneath this, you'll get the protagonists that we'll be playing as and their little mini bios, as well as some descriptions of a couple of the towns that we'll be visiting along the way, and the characters of Devanis. These are the main stories, non-playable characters, so very influential people will be moving through the world and meeting, and they're set up in such an order in which if you read this, you'll better understand the world we're creating for you. So we do mention the music just barely. We mentioned that we were looking for some guys, and now since then we've got a nice little talent pool. Everyone's excellently talented, so we're excited to have that. But our platform plan is from PC, Linux, and Mac. And if all that goes well, we will switch into the Switch. As far as consoles, we'll start aiming for that and work and see if we can keep pushing and expanding it to other things. The team is just me and my brother for now, but we do have a nice little support group between friends and family to kind of come around and give us their help along the way, such as accounting or whatever. But really, we've just kind of been drilling this ourselves the whole way through. But what we need is pretty much laid out right there. And another reminder for the Beckoned prototype on Steam. And then lastly, we have our stretch goals, and each stretch goal is a major addition to the game itself. And we discuss a little bit of what that means for the gold tier, including a gardening system so you can grow your own resources to craft your own items that you'll be using and consuming in battle. So it keeps you grinding and the game loop moving. And we also want to do a lighting system for the entire game. So this is a flat sprite that's animated, and we're moving a 3D light around in the engine of Unreal, and it's giving it some shadow and depth. And this technique also works for the backgrounds as well. So we just really want to blow that up and throw that on everything, including the battle system, all across the way. But it does create some cool ideas for further mechanics. And then some closing thoughts of mine, a little hint that, yeah, this is just the beginning. And then a glossary, so in case you're having problems pronouncing any of the words or wonder what the hell they mean, there's that for you to be helpful. So thank you guys for letting me talk about that. And now let's get into the artwork. All right, so yeah, we were working on this big guy, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and start to move forward because this is a thumbnailing process, but not done the right way. So, yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure, okay, that's all saved. Blip, 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 blip. And I'm going to keep that one. We're going to go ahead and save this out as page 10. Now, as I said, I have an extra page that I want to stick into the script that goes that's a few pages back. I think around like page 4 or 5. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and run this along and add that in a little bit down the way. So, our last page was page 9, so I would like to open that up. Just so I can have the, yeah. So 7 can go. Once it's saved. Are serious? Okay, so while that's doing that. So Noah was in here with me yesterday, and so was a lot of you guys. Thank you all so much. That was a rather fun episode, not just last night, but yesterday as well. So yeah, we were trying to get this one image down. So we got the blackout, then the boom explosion. We were talking about running an onomatopoeia through this. And I think he was mainly talking about the framing too, not just the. I think he was actually saying use some words and go across, but it's like, what would that be? It's more like in my imagination, the transition from the blackout to the burst is more like a low hum. Like okay, so from page 8, we've got the consumption into the shell. We're in the shell. Our awareness is starting to black out. It blacks out and then boom. But does boom work? I'm thinking more of a roar. Or my personal experience is like that high-pitched tinnitus ring in the ear, except it raises in frequency and so high until it breaks. That's interesting. I wonder what those guys would use. But that's one thought. So after we got this flash is where we're going into page 10. So after the flash of that image, basically have to bring it right back down, I would think, because if this is a blink, we get some info. I had some other frames that I could pull over and to start the flow up here. So let me see what I could do about that. Was that it? Oops, somewhere over here. I thought I grouped them together. I didn't think I deleted them, but I may have. There's those two. So where is the drawing for it? There it is. Okay, awesome. Sweet. So let's package that together. Pull that down. Drag that over. Boom. And on this, turn it off. Go back to here. So what we were trying to do was we were experimenting with this idea of using these really quick sequentials running across, but we were also talking about like different ways you could frame it. I can't wait to kind of start messing around with more stuff like that as far as framing goes, because it looks like that's a whole other skill itself. That was the other thing, is he was talking, he showed me these panels that looked really crazy. So is this the episode I'm going to start messing around with framing? Maybe. Okay, so where's my pen at? Wait a minute. That's not right. Should be right there. I just had it. Hold on. I might have to. No, it's right there. Okay. Sorry. I thought I had I knew I had it though. All right. So these different type of frame check. Oh, thank you, Collision Bomb. How you doing today? Welcome. So yeah. Let's see. Turn that off. Let's start to have a little fun with this. So he was talking about having shaky sides to these panels, or zigzags. I don't know if the overuse of the fractal is overuse, but I'm kind of feeling like I gotta move with it and see if I can get a cool zigzaggy-ish, chunky looking frame that looks stylized and clear too. See, that's the thing, is that it's just a complicated shape. So is that distracting to have it framing out? If I use the technique the right way, maybe not. So I'm gonna find my fractal. And I made this fractal. When did I make this? And it's not it represents a fractal, to be honest with you. It's not like to hand draw one was a little daunting. So see, I want to get it lined up to the skewed slant. I want to get the details just enough where I can frame the sides with these shapes. But I need them at a good size, because if they're too large, they distract, and if they're too small, they're not really noticeable. And maybe they would be, they would look more like crackling edges. Oh yeah. Oops. right, merge those. Copy. That back all the way up there. Line it up. Zoom in so I can move it a little bit less. There we go. Okay. And up. Okay, I need to scale it. Yeah. All right. So what's my plan with this, right? My plan is to select all of that. You know what? Just go wild. Stop being scared. All right, so from there, I need to go back into this and fill in some areas with, and I gotta make sure that width looks good. See all that shakiness? Wow, that's gotta get cleaned out. Spots. Clean that up maybe a little bit more, but like I said, moving fast, trying to move fast. Ugh, not really moving fast. Erasing whole. I don't know what that means. Not supposed to be erasing any whole. Come on, thing. There we go. Should close down one of these pages. Just maybe. Okay. You know what? I could do this better. I'm just not thinking. From point to point. Hit it. Pull it out. Widthwise out over here. What is that erasing hole? I don't know what it's doing. Okay, and then do the skew. Oh, wait a minute. I want my sides, don't I? Let's line that up there. Bring it into there. And then skew it. Right into alignment. Yeah, to me, that doesn't read right. It just reads like it's a frame. So I have to think of another way. Well, my other way was using the opposite of the line, it was actually going to be using the fractal. So I might have a better idea. Still going to keep what I've made. What? Okay, where was I? Oh, come on. I had the idea. Okay, so where's that one? That's just okay. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm kind of getting a little flustered. Just getting lost. This got a little bit trickier on me. Because what I'm wanting to do is do the opposite of that. So basically taking some of these fractals and add them to the side. Not the negative space, but the positive space. And then I'll get that crackling, rough edge look. So I need to take the fractal, cover it with white, color overlay, just like that. What could help is even an outer glow of white to thicken it up a bit. Let's try to keep the range low to keep those edges pretty hard. Have to come up and probably custom take some details out of that. I could really just rough it up and go nuts with it. Not keeping it uniform. Oh, sorry guys, everyone's been typing or texting. Yeah, like I said, early show on Saturday. Maybe there's a bit much out of those. I didn't take that much out of the rest of them. I'm doing lassos like Corey Barton. Just joking. Does make quick work. That guy's comics are like, the art in them are just incredible. And that's what I was kind of talking about, a style guide for this book, is like I started looking at different styles from different artists, mainly from an indie side, but I was looking at some big pro stuff too through Instagram and some other stuff. there is some. It's like the line economy stuff. Like there's some really good stuff going on. It's super clean, which makes me I don't know what's accepted and what's not, within certain stuff. But it's like I was talking to Noah about the Fisheye Placebo comic, their web comic that came out a few years ago. Joe showed it to me. We thought it was pretty neat. It seems like their backgrounds were photographs that they, basically just stylized for comics. They redrew the lines and went over top of it. But I know what photo bashing is. I've been to a few concept art talks, and especially for the Last of Us game, for Naughty Dogs and their concept artists. And yeah, I mean, dude, you want good work quick, so take your style and get everything right, and then but I try not to do that for my stuff. But I always try to check it, though. You always want to make sure whatever you're going to be putting out looks the best it possibly could be. So yeah, also, Noah going, dude, you're going to do more pencils over this? It's like, I don't kind of do pencils. I do gestures, and these are just too detailed. Like, these aren't really gestures. These are just me exploring this idea and trying to get it going. Said that a few times. So if you see me doing things that don't look conventional, buckle up, Buttercup, because we're ready. It's kind of what I do. I learned through jumping into it. So that's what I was talking about. Something like that. But again, it's not 100. I'll see that outer glow rounded off all my edges. Filled in a lot of stuff, though. So let me rasterize that. Put it in here. So yeah, like I said, this episode's probably just me exploring this frame style, see what I can get working before moving into the next. I didn't think I would start playing with frames until I got the book figured out, or all the way gestured across. And that would be a way I could go into these frames and go, okay, I'll use this technique over here and also use it over here and be able to basically judge the balance of things, like the pacing of even the techniques across the book. want to miss out on any of that. All right, crazy frame. Let's see. Did it? Did it? Move. Crazy frame. What, poor Jeremy? What's going on? How you doing, RJ? Oh, I'm good. It's an early show and it's Saturday, and I'm just trying to get some ideas out there. Having fun with frame styles. All alone. So yeah, you were with us last night, so you know kind of what I'm doing. I'm moving from this guy into this guy. I'm trying to draw the Sanctum Sanctorium. What's the Sanctum Sanctorium? Sanctum Sanctorium. Is a fictional building appearing in American comic books published by Marvel Comics, has a residence headquarters of Doctor Strange. Okay, gotcha. Doctor Strange's house. So when I did MegaCon with Joe, we were doing those commission drawings as we were sitting there. You know, people come up and be like, "Hey man, you draw me a Solid Snake," and so I drew a Solid Snake. "Hey man, you know, can you draw Doctor Strange?" I wasn't familiar with Doctor Strange, you know, and then the guy says, "Oh yeah, draw it in your own style." I'm like, okay. And Joe's over there kind of probably thinking, this guy doesn't know what he just said. He doesn't know what he just asked for. So Jeremy starts drawing his own Doctor Strange. look nothing like the guy. I did one Google search of a very old version of him, and I was like, okay, I'll just modernize him. And I did not use the spinach dip cucumber snatch or whatever his name is. I had no awareness of that movie at the time. I slept wrong too. My whole shoulder and neck today is stiff. How do you like architecture drawing? I like it if I'm actually like putting the measurements to it, like drafting. I mean, I like doing the shorthand too. You guys are hilarious. Oh. Yeah, before I finalize any of this stuff, I've got to brush up on a few things from Joe's videos. His old ones from years ago, Jedi. You remember those? The more instructional ones. Try to check out if I can pull any other knowledge that I've overlooked from. So am I supposed to be doing stuff like that yet? No. I was brushing up on some old ones, looking at his study streams, right? Yeah. Yep. The good old days. I want to get these small little areas that could look like little alcoves or caves, but this is still denethite, so I'm having to kind of stay to that weird anamorphic shapes. Kind of move from there. Need some background elements so there'll be more of it. Was it his perspective videos, perhaps, Jedi? When you're working with, like, architecture and stuff, perspective is paramount. I'll see if I can pull this up real quick. Okay, so let's see what I got in my library. That's one where perspective was pretty paramount. That was for a past job. Trying to look at what was in. Yeah, so a single point perspective. So that was pretty simple to lay out. Oh, my first like worm's eye 3-point. Like my first actual, scouts attempt. I'm not trying to click through them all. But yeah, architecture. This is a bar that was in California when I lived there. Tony Sports Bar. So as long as you get your angles and your perspectives, it's pretty much the work, really. The Savannah, Georgia house when I was out there in college. Just thought the door was cool and the steps and everything. I know I've got another piece in here. Talking about architecture. No, did that one. Environments. I thought I had my Bridge of Size piece on here somewhere. Do I not? Oh, well, that's not cool. I have a drawing I did of the Bridge of Size. But I guess I don't have it in this sketchbook. I doubt it's in there. But yeah, I gave it to my aunt. It's at her house. But yeah, that's like one of my bigger architecture pieces. But I don't know why I can't find it. I guess I never put it up on that. All right, back to work. My bad. I thought I had some architecture stuff to show you. Alright, so back into here. I'm doing some storytelling between these panels about what denethite is. Talking about Thal maybe a little bit. Getting into it. Starting to research it. And learning how to basically manipulate things using it. But it's a substance that, as life developed, they all have it's like taboo. They all have this kind of aversion to it. It just makes you do things that really aren't you. So we got that. That was a nice arc. RIP architecture. Well, like I said, it's somewhere. I think I got to get a better picture of it, though, because I think the older picture was just too fudgy. You know, last time I took a picture was that long ago. Cameras weren't that good, or digital cameras weren't. I thought I was erasing that circle. Oh, yeah. 30%, that's why. Yeah, sorry, I guess I'm not really talking that much. Just trying to get some of this rendering done so I have a shot. I kind of made some frames and tried to get some more shots going about all that. Does that work? So from their blast, we got that. Then to page 10, I get to describe some of it a bit. I don't know if those frames are going to work, but it was fun doing them. Thanks, Skate. There, good. Like I said, he probably would have wanted me to flip that one so they weren't the same direction. And I kind of wanted to do that originally too. So I've got to make the right space for it. Hold on. All right. Well, guys, thank you again for checking this out. Like I said, I'm learning as I'm going, experimenting as I'm going. Got a couple more frames there for page 10. At least jotted there for some ideas. So yeah, it'll be denethite and then this big loading sphere, a little close up, but we'll have some dialogue bubbles here, or like narration boxes here and here, inner monologues, thoughts of the character that's tuning right now, and then I'm gonna probably do maybe 2 more frames in these areas. So that looks like this. Nope. I don't know if it'll be 2 straight ones just like that, or one of them and then leave the other one out and throw something else there. Maybe a horde. Maybe still work with these frames. I don't know. Maybe they're too big. I'm not even sure if it's really that interesting to look at. The context of the story. Is this black still going to be just straight black, or am I still showing some fractal designs emanating from it, unifying the whole page and the designs? So yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you all for showing up. I'm getting out of here and continuing to work on this a bit more. And yeah, you all see me around probably tomorrow. Again, if the time didn't work today for anybody, or, you know, I mean, it's Saturday, so maybe this was the wrong day to try to choose. But yeah, we'll maybe stick to 12 pending. So yeah, thanks, guys. Talk to you later. Be safe. Have fun.